My dad had an old crappy beige computer in the garage. And like when he wasn't on it, I would like sneak onto there and then like work on Microsoft Paint. I didn't realize that this was digital art. I love digital art from like the moment I got my hands on the tools of digital art. And my dad like started noticing, my son is making these pixels and their artworks, and like he like leaned into it. So what he did was he got me Photoshop. We couldn't afford Photoshop, so there was ways that we had it. And furthermore, my dad's not even an artist at all. Like he doesn't do like, digital art, but he saw that his son at a young age was like interested in making something, and then he leaned into it and he's like, okay, how can I support my son? Like, I don't know anything about art, but how can I help my son who's into art? And I gotta say to my dad, I'm definitely gonna share this with him, I love you so much because that changed my whole life. That made like pretty much a cascade of dreams have come true because of that little decision when I was a kid. My name is Allen Stevenson III. I go by Allen III online. By day, I'm a specialist trainer at Dreamworks, teaching a lot of our creative software to get people ready for shows and movies. And then in the evenings, I'm a digital creator. Yeah, so I guess like a specialist trainer at Dreamworks, it's our responsibility to train all incoming artists that are gonna come into the studio. We have all this software and it's complicated. And so even if you've had years of experience outside of this studio, you'll still need training when you first come in. Like, how do I use Dreamworks' tools to make the content? So my role is kind of do like mentorship of a lot of artists at the studio, continue training, and then also to add to the knowledge base of Dreamworks. So kind of researching a lot of technology in the animation technology space and kind of integrating that stuff back into the studio. I also like to educate, still, inside and outside of work. So I'm a big fan of kind of democratizing 3D knowledge. So a lot of the times in the evenings, I'm doing live streams and I'm just talking it through. As a content creator, I like to work in like augmented reality. So that's when we put 3D visuals and information on top of the physical world. And what I mean by that is like, think of the game like Pokemon Go. You have all these little Pokemon that run around the world, but they're only seen through a device. You're looking through your device and you're like, okay, I see the things there. I love making that kind of content, like the animations, the painting of it, the modeling, the texturing, the storytelling that you can, bring what's in my mind into the world and you can see it too, and it's coming to life. One of my project that's been really exciting is I made this filter, an Instagram filter called Yas Witch, and basically it was for Halloween, and it has the ability to track onto your head and give you a witch hat. And then I used a motion tracking glove to record my hand movements, and I mapped that to these skeleton hands that were at the very top of the filter. What inspired me so much, seeing how people were using it, was everybody was performing. Everyone was performing a song in particular. They were doing like the song from the movie Hocus Pocus called I Put a Spell on You. And people were like getting really into character, and just seeing that, I'm like, oh my God, that's my artwork. That's my model. I sculpted that in ZBrush Core Mini, a free program. I painted that in Substance Painter. I rigged that in Cinema 4D. What else did we do? We did motion capture in Rococo Studio. We did tracking in Spark AR, all these programs and stuff, and just seeing the positive energy that was like, that I could measure and just see spreading everywhere. I'm like, this is something else. I don't think I could ever make a physical product that 4.2 million people would like look at, That's like how I was trying to imagine it, like, if I made a shirt, could I have 4.2 million people take a look at that shirt? And like, would 500,000 people try on that shirt? And it's not even a physical thing, it's a filter. It's just data. It's data in space. And like, it's data in space that I sculpted. And seeing people take my data in space and wear it, it just feels so weird in a good way. It's overwhelming at times. You look and you're like, whoa. If I had the opportunity to talk to a earlier Don, one of those earlier versions, I would tell him a couple of things. First, I'll say, really lean into your strengths. There's gonna be people that are gonna say, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. And it's like their wishes for me. Those are great suggestions. Listen to them earlier, Dawn. But how about you lean into what you feel comfortable and feel strong in, and like triple down on it, because you'll feel happier earlier. Another one is some of my first works are really bad. I'm not proud of them artistically, but I'm proud of them for the learning, and I'm proud of them for like putting something out there that was the best I could do at the time. Even though I look at it now and I'm like, that's so bad, it's embarrassing. I'm looking at it like, I've thought about deleting them in the past, but I've always been like, no, keep it. That was part of the learning process, and I wouldn't have been here without the learning process. So we gotta just keep it up, keep it there, it's visible.